What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Namaste, Namaskaram, Ram Ramji, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm going to react to the billionaires in India. What it's like to be a billionaire in a country of growing wealth gap. Let's check it out. Did you know that India has 166 billionaires? That is crazy, man. 166. That is amazing, man. And 18 of them rank in the top 500 billionaires list. But the difference with all this is probably maybe like 1 million can differentiate one billionaire from the other. 2 million can differentiate. So yeah, but man, 166. That's crazy. That's crazy. And Adani is number 4 in the whole world. Gautam Adani, number 4. Crazy. Last time I heard, I think it was 3, but yeah, let's check out this video. Much love to you guys. I appreciate you all. You can tell me what you think, what you know about this, and if you are a billionaire. Let's go. Okay, I'm sure these ones right here are not billionaires. Yep.
India's number of billionaires has been increasing as the wealth gap between the wealthy and the average Indian citizen widens. While the United States and China keep the top 1 and 2 spots, India now ranks top 3 with the most number of billionaires in the world. Today, we'll look at the advantages and drawbacks of owning a fortune in India, as well as some of the most extravagant purchases made in the country. Between 2010 and 2017, India reportedly added a new billionaire every 33 days on average. In the year 2000, the country had only 9 billionaires, but according to Forbes' most recent list, India now has 237 billionaires. Now ranked 3 in the world, India surpassed Germany, which only has 136 billionaires. At the time list was published, India's richest held a total of $596 billion, a 90% increase from the previous year's total of $313 billion.
That's crazy,
India has
man.
produced a large number of billionaires, with several of them ranking among the world's richest people. Gautam Adani and his family are India's second richest people, with a staggering net worth of $112.6 billion. Gautam Adani owns Mundra, Gujarat's largest port. Adani's group holdings include companies involved in the production and transmission of electricity, real estate, commodities, and infrastructure. In September 2020, Adani purchased a 74% stake in Mumbai International Airport, India's second busiest. Adani also owns Australia's Abbot Point coal mining project. Mukesh Ambani has a net worth of $100 billion, placing him 10th on the list of the world's wealthiest people in 2022. The founder and chairman of Reliance Industries have investments in petrochemical, oil and gas, retail, and telecommunications. The launch of 4G phone services by Reliance in the Indian telecom sector in 2016 sparked a pricing war, causing strong whirls and forcing numerous networks out of business. During the COVID-19 shutdown, Mukesh Ambani sold a third of Jio to investors such as Google and Facebook for over $20 billion.
We were working the digital products division.
Shiv Nadar, the founder of HCL, is India's third richest billionaire with a net worth of $28.7 billion in 2022. HCL began manufacturing calculators and microprocessors in 1976 and has since grown to become one of the country's largest software service providers with a $102 billion revenue. HCL Technologies employs 169,000 people in 50 countries. Shiv Nadar's daughter took over as CEO of HCL when Shiv Nadar stepped down in 2020. Shiv is now Chairman Emeritus. He is a well-known philanthropist in the country, having given over $662 million to the Shiv Nadar Foundation to support educational causes.
And Dr. Cyrus Poonawalla.
Amazing.
Cyrus Poonawala's net worth is $25.8 billion, ranking him 6th in India in 2022. He founded the Serum Institute of India in 1966, which has since grown to become the world's largest vaccine manufacturer in terms of doses. The company produces over 1.5 billion doses of flu, polio, and measles vaccines. His son Adar is the CEO of Serum, which has also committed over $800 million to the construction of a new COVID-19 vaccine manufacturing plant. According to a new study,
Nice.
thousands of millionaires are likely to leave India by the end of 2022, making it one of the top 3 countries experiencing a wealth exodus. According to Henley Global Citizens report, the key drivers for migration are a desire for a higher standard of living, better educational and health facilities, and a desire to escape India's stringent tax residency rule and high rate of individual tax. As a result of Western sanctions imposed following the Ukraine war, the Russian Federation leads the list of countries where high net worth individuals are fleeing, followed by China and India. The top 5 include Hong Kong, which is increasingly coming under Chinese control, and war-torn Ukraine. According to a report prepared by investment advisory Henley & Partners in collaboration with wealth intelligence firm New World Wealth, the loss of billionaires was not a big concern for India because the country produced far more new millionaires than it lost to migration. Earners had relocated to countries such as the United States, the United Kingdom, Australia, and the United Arab Emirates. While India has one of the world's fastest growing economies,
People
it
should
also
stay in
has
their
one of the
countries,
most
man.
unequal societies. Inequality has been steadily increasing over the last 3 decades. The wealthiest have amassed a sizable portion of the wealth generated by crony capitalism and inheritance. They are becoming wealthier at a much faster rate, while the poor continue to struggle to earn a living and gain access to quality education and healthcare services, both of which are suffering from chronic underinvestment. Women and children are disproportionately affected by these widening gaps and rising inequalities. The top 10% of the Indian population controls 77% of the total national wealth. In 2017, the richest 1% received 73% of the
What?
wealth generated, while the poorest half of the population, 67 million Indians, saw only 1% increase in wealth. In India, there are 237 billionaires. Their number has grown from 9 in the year 2000. Every day, between 2018 and 2022, India is expected to produce 70 new millionaires. Billionaires' fortunes have increased nearly tenfold over the last decade, and their total wealth exceeds the entire union budget of India for the fiscal year 2018 to 2019, which was 24.42 trillion Indian rupees. Many ordinary Indians are unable to obtain the necessary health care. Every year, 63 million of them are pushed into poverty as a result of healthcare costs, nearly 2 people every second. A minimum wage worker in rural India would need 941 years to earn what the top paid executive at a leading Indian garment company earns in a year. While the Indian government barely taxes its wealthiest citizens, it spends the least on public health care in the world. It has promoted an increasingly powerful commercial health sector in place of a well-funded health service. As a result, good health care is a luxury available only to those with the means to pay for it. While India is a popular medical tourism destination, infant mortality rates in the poorest Indian states are higher than in sub-Saharan Africa. India is responsible for 17% of global maternal deaths and 21% of deaths among children under the age of 5. According to studies, India is the cheapest country in the world to live in, owing to a weak currency. However, many products in India are still more expensive than in the developed world. The most expensive piece of art created by an Indian artist was sold in March 2021 at the auction house of Saffron Art for around $5.5 million. That record was nearly broken when Amrita Shergill's 1931 work in the Ladies' Enclosure was sold for $5.14 million in July 2021. A liter of petrol in India costs 21% more than in New York. This is because of the high taxes in India, such as the value-added tax and excise duty. Cars are also expensive in India. An Audi A4 will cost double the price in the US because of high taxes. High taxes play spoil sport in India, making several products extraordinarily expensive. For most people, India is another country that is on the
That's
verge
tough,
of economic exodus due to high rates of poverty and a ghastly wealth gap between the rich and the poor. Maybe one day, the country may come to realize that concentrating too much money in the hands of the wealthy is not a good idea after all.
That is a stretch. Okay, this video, man, it covered a lot of things that I wasn't even expecting, honestly. But it is amazing. I mean, there's a lot of billionaires in India, and it would be really good if they would stay here and just continue improving the country. and are doing better. But if you gain more money, you would need qualities, better qualities, and all that. And if you're not getting that in the place where you are, they would leave. And they are saying, reasons why billionaires leave India. There's some, I didn't know about the amounts of taxes. That cars are even expensive here. Some things here are just double compared to the other side. I'm not sure about that, but that is still just crazy. Even the growing wealth gap, like 73%, it belongs to like with the 1% rich people. That is really just, it's amazing. But anyway, much love to you guys, man. I appreciate you all. Take care. Tell me what you think in the comment section down below, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Peace.